Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And here's a look at what's coming up for Vancouver. On Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming to town.
And for that game against Indiana, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Now look at Vancouver's starting lineup. We've got Julius Randle, Henderson out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And for Detroit, Luguentz Dort out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Aaron Gordon, and it's Ingram in at the small forward. At this time of the season, Doris, about midway through the schedule, what's the chief concern for most teams?
Well, the priority is always health, right? Teams try to weather the storm of a long season. But the other thing is chemistry, that intangible that maybe you can't define specifically, but when it exists, boy, it's special.
Doris, we've said it before, Kyrie Irving has some of the best handles this game has ever seen. What makes him so good?
BA, to me, you can tell Kyrie has had a basketball in his hands from his earliest years. There is just a comfort, whether he's in traffic or if there's multiple defenders being sent in his direction. Under duress of heavy pressure, it's like Kyrie Irving sees nothing but the rim in front of him. He's truly incredible. One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
And he can't hit the second. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Now here's Irving. An open look for Ingram, and good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Here's Henderson, buried from 15 feet out.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Irving. 14 points his last outing. Shot from the top of the key. No good on the shot.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
To the left side wing. Here's Dunn. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And that's good as he hits both shots. For Detroit, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Henderson against Irving. To the inside. Gordon. Gordon with the big finish.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
Now here's Randle. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Now here's Irving, defended by Dunn. Picked by Poeltl. Irving, the pass to Poeltl. Randle pulls down the board. Here's Vancouver. They trail by 1. Henderson for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 5.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Irving with it, defended by Henderson. Irving, the pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. They grab their own miss. Dort up top. Irving looking around. Second chance effort. Vancouver with a rebound. This is their first game against Detroit this season. to Henderson. Vancouver moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. The Pistons, number 1.
This team has just been a menace on the offensive boards. They chase down their shots and work hard to make sure there are no wasted possessions.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Nurkic is checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Ingram. And it's Alexander Walker in for Dort. Now here's Nurkic, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Gordon. Now Alexander Walker. There's a screen by Nurkic. Three-pointer. Knocked away. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Vancouver making their last shot. Pass to Gordon. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
The Pistons making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Carrington, he's checked in for Vancouver. Russell comes in for Amen Thompson. So he gets them both. A minute 22 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Randle. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Here's Banton. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Collins. Down low. Here's Randle. Uses the glass on the layup. Randle's got his second basket of the night.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Banton on the wing. Gordon with a screen on Russell. Here's Banton. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Gordon. It'll count. Tie game in Detroit. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what'd you take on the Pistons so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. Isaiah Jackson is out there with Murray. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. And you look at the shot patterns for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are some guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Big picture question, Doris. What do you think of the direction of the game?
I love where the game is. Players have never been more skilled. The three-point shooting and the tough shot making is at its highest level. And I think the physicality that's slowly being reincorporated is perfect.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one misses. Good on the second one.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Ingram against Harris. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Vancouver.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now here's Russell. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Now here's Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And he's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Of course, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a 3-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Alexander Walker. Then for Vancouver, Randall, he's checked in for Murray. Dunn comes in for Harris. And it's Amin Thompson in for Carrington. Jackson finds Russell. 11 feet out. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Benton. He has 6. Irving, the pass to Nurkic. Outside for Irving. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Irving's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." Back to you guys.
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
He lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 5 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Dunn. And here's Thompson. Back to Dunn. Now Randall. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle plays with that allows him to draw contact.
Vancouver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. So for Vancouver, Collins, he's checked in for Jackson, and it's Henderson in for Russell. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Dort, he's checked in for the Pistons. A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. You look at Detroit, middle part of the year, they're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Well, I think for Detroit, They wanted to get better. They're putting in the work. Maybe the results will start coming later in the year.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Good work there as he goes. Dort's got his first basket.
Dort embraces contact, folks. You want to mix it up? He says, I am here for all of it.
Randall, pass to Thompson. Collins a screen. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Ingram. The Pistons leading. Here's Dort with the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
This guy makes easy work getting through the lane. No one getting in Lou Dort's way on that one. Smart decision.
Here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Vancouver has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Randall outside. Henderson scanning the floor. Lets it go from 11. Detroit with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks. Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
Puts it up from 12. And again, it's Vancouver missing. The Pistons lead by 3. Here's Abaji. Drops in the layup for 2.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
1 minute left in the half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Randall. There's the triple. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2, Ruben Dort.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Nurkic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Abaji. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Banton. Dunn outside. Back to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Thompson outside. For 3, Randall. Poeltl grabs a miss.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Gordon with a screen on Henderson. The drive by Irving. Basket's good. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Detroit Pistons.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've got Brandon Ingram, Jakob Poeltl out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dort in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Here's Irving. Vancouver making their last shot. Back to Gordon. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Vancouver shooting around 44%. Not bad. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Irving, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Henderson, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, Irving.
When it's all said and done for Kyrie, the handle, the creativity, and the big shot making always will stand out.
Henderson, the pass to Collins, and he makes it.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Here's Irving, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. 7-point differential. Poeltl against Collins. Tries a 10-footer, and Henderson with the basket on the assist by Collins. Henderson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Dort finds Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 14.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Randall against Gordon. Randall, good. 11 points in the game.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Irving. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Pass to Collins. Here's Thompson. Randall left side. Good. And now just a 3-point Detroit lead.
Yeah, they haven't missed a shot since the break. I mean, just what a tremendous job making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
Now here's Irving. 14 points for him. Gordon with a screen on Henderson. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
For Vancouver, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Vancouver making a switch here. Carrington's checked in.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
The shot by Gordon, no good. For Vancouver, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Outside for Randall. Thompson right side for the tie. A rebound by Detroit. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Vancouver with the ball. They trail by 3. Outside Carrington. Pass to Randall. Driving inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Aaron Gordon. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Nurkic is checked in for Pirtle. Jones comes in for Gordon. Abaji's checked in for Ingram. And it's Alexander Walker in for Dort. Then for Vancouver, Jackson, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Dunn in for Carrington. Irving, pass to Nurkic. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, that's textbook screen and roll action. You can see why they involve Nurkic in these sets. So savvy.
And defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. 5th, Amin Thompson.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. And it's Henderson with the ball for Vancouver. 4-point game. Outside Carrington. Picked by Murray. Now Carrington. Still no points. And he converts the layup.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
Here's Abaji, covered by Carrington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. 13 fouls.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Jones, he's checked in for Detroit. Christopher comes in for Topic. Then for Vancouver, Randall comes in for Murray. And Harris is subbed in for Henderson. Russell, the pass to Jackson. Back to Russell. Harris a screen. Shot clock at 6. Russell, that's good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. 29 seconds left in the third. Left side, Jones. Outside, Alexander Walker. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Carrington. Harris passes to Randall. The steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Just 3 on the clock. And he takes it up and lays it in. Alexander Walker's got his first points in this one. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. The Pistons on top, up 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive the three.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Vancouver with the ball. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Outside for Randall. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. 20 points for Julius Randle.
Well, Julius Randle, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Vancouver's head coach had some advice for his team over the last break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Russell, the pass to Jackson. Oh, Nurkic with the block.
Boy, that's great anticipation by Jusuf Nurkic. He saw what they were trying to do and snuffs it out.
And that one's good. Ingram.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Now here's Randall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Well, Randall works so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
Shoot two.
No good on the free throw.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Pistons. Collins, he's checked in for Vancouver. And he sinks the second. The Pistons lead by 7. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Russell against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Carrington. And here's Collins. To the middle. Randall inside. He's guarded by Irving. Randall, good. Randall's got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Irving. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Russell against Irving. It's Carrington on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 7. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
For Vancouver, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Randall on the screen. Down it goes.
Now, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. For the Pistons, Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Nurkic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Abaji. And it's Dort in for Alexander Walker. Then for Vancouver, Dunn, he's checked in for Harris. Ben Thompson comes in for Carrington. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Russell. Now here's Irving. Collins rips down the board. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Randall. Poeltl rips down the board. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup and make sure you get a good shot.
Hook it!
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Now here's Randall.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh! Touches it off the glass.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Bucket! Straight in!
And guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Zach Collins. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Detroit, Irving. Kyrie Irving. One shot.
That free throw good from Irving. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Thompson with the block. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Cash it in.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Here's Pirtle. Collins rips down the board. Fast break. Here we go. Randall. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
Irving on the take. Yes, sir. It's good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're trailing by 8. Here's Randall, outside Henderson. Can't get the three. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Now here's Irving. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Collins.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Irving. Off on the layup. So we see the Pistons get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
Big time. When you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, no matter if you're starting or coming off the bench, we've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. Good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burt, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And we present the player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Nets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they haven't done much to advance in the rankings, but they haven't gone downward either. I'd like to see signs of improvement from this team.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Collier. And it's Green. And it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, they've got Barrett. Emmanuel quickly out there with Edwards. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
So it's the Hornets now. The left coming down hard.
Watch out below. Woo!
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Collier. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Leonard over Johnson. And it's Leonard missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
And Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
The first one falls. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer. Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game. Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And Edwards slams it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And again, the Hornets missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Has to go Gobert. Toronto working the ball around now.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You look at Toronto, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings. And checking out Charlotte, 6.5 games back. So the Hornets starting 5. Kawhi Leonard out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Collier, then it's Green, and it's Wilson in at the 3. And for the Raptors, they've got Emmanuel Quickley, Keldon Johnson out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Leonard gets the bucket. Well, as we approach the halfway point of the season, how hard is it for the top teams to keep their foot on the gas pedal?
Sustaining excellence and playing winning basketball over the long season really requires great concentration. But the truly great teams find a way to get it done.
Green against Edwards. Wing shot on the way. And there's Green on the assist from Collier.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
Quickly from outside. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Leonard looking around. Ayton, a screen on Johnson. Leonard passes to Ayton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
The kick out to Edwards. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Collier. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Drops in the 3. Green's got 5.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Johnson. Here's Barrett. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Here's Collier, guarded by Quickley. Collier, no good. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Barrett, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Here's Collier, guarded by Quickley. Collier, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Barrett can't hit.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Leonard. Shot is up. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Nets. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they haven't had much go their way. Now towards the bottom of these power rankings because of it, searching the clubhouse for a leader.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Now, here's Green. Boy, he just disappeared against Minnesota. They needed him. Pass to quickly. The three, Barrett. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late. And you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Now here's Barrett, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And here's Edwards outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
On the wing, Green, guarded by Quickly. Shoots from the baseline. Again, Green missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Raptors. It's a three-point game. And again, Toronto, no good.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Shot's good by Collier.
Love seeing this from Ayton. Dependable at finding his teammates in their spots.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's Barrett. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard for three. He's rebounded by Barrett. Outside Edwards. Let's go with a three. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Hornets. They lead by 5.